Hello and welcome to Normal to Formal Podcast, episode number 5. I'm your host, Tia Young. I'm the founder of Tia Young Image and Etiquette. I help my clients learn the soft skills for success through professional development and etiquette training. This podcast is for people that want to increase their social skills and earning potential and grow from normal to formal. These skills will help you get ahead of your competition. The topic for today's podcast is shopping etiquette, specifically shopping etiquette for businesses and customers during the coronavirus pandemic. Now, I know I love to shop, but nowadays we have to shop online. And if we do shop in person, there are certain guidelines we need to follow to keep ourselves and our families safe. I did a little research and I found a great article by Micarie Kemp out of Baltimore County, Maryland, that talks about shopping etiquette. She gave a list of things to do for businesses and then also for customers, tips to follow for the new shopping etiquette. A lot of stores have already taken a number of measures to help ensure a safe experience for workers and those making a necessary trip to the grocery store, pharmacy, or other essential businesses. Now, since the pandemic, I've been trying to stay at home and I only go out maybe once a week for those essential things. Just this week, I did go to the bank. Also had to go to the cleaners and pick up a couple items there. My mom and dad have had to venture out because of doctor's appointments and things like that. And then I also recently ordered food and had to go pick it up because they didn't deliver to my area. Some barbecue, Four Rivers. So I really enjoyed that. And everybody's taking precautions to make sure everyone is safe. So you pull up in the car, grab your food after you've ordered it online, and then make sure you tip kindly to those that are working very hard. Here are some of the steps being taken by stores around the country that the police department is also encouraging area businesses to consider. They're limiting the store hours to ensure time for cleaning and disinfecting. For instance, Publix grocery store, they have essential hours for those elderly or those essential workers, specific hours just for them. But then they need to close a little earlier than normal to clean and disinfect the store. Also, allow early shoppers hours restricted to at-risk populations like the elderly. Limit the number of shoppers inside the store at a single time. So that might be half of what they normally would allow or even less. Posting signs reminding patrons to use 6-foot distancing rules. That 6-foot rule. So if you're in a grocery store, that would normally be about 2 shopping carts. Encourage shoppers to wear a face mask while shopping. And I know it's not cute, but it's going to keep you safe from extra germs. Utilize one-way aisle shopping with directional floor stickers or other markings. So stores have to keep that in mind. And what they're doing now is you can only go one way up one aisle and then another way down the other aisle. Utilize one-way aisle shopping with directional floor stickers and other marking. So they're making it easier that you don't have to run into each other face to face. If you go down one way in one aisle, then the next aisle will be the opposite direction. Use floor markers, stickers, or cones to set line positioning at 6-foot intervals. My husband went to Home Depot last week, and when he pulled up in the parking lot, the line was outside the door because they had to keep that 6-foot distance and monitor how many people were entering and coming out of the store. Place plexiglass barriers between cashiers and shoppers at the checkout. I've seen that at the grocery store and also at the cleaners. Now, the number one recommendation for shoppers around the country is not to go out at all. And I know it's very hard because I'm getting a little stir crazy and cabin fever right now. I do have the opportunity to walk my dogs 3 times a day and get that exercise, which I love. And I'm enjoying nature. I'm enjoying listening to podcasts while I'm walking or music. I love gospel music, so I've been taking advantage of that. If you do have to venture out over the next few weeks, keep these tips in mind. Go shopping alone. Do not bring kids and designate one shopper for your household to limit exposure. I was talking to my best friend Pam. We've been friends for 30, 40 years now since we were in middle school, but she was telling me that she'll go out once or twice a week. Normally once a week is what we're being told right now. She wears a mask and also gloves. But keep in mind the gloves gives a false sense of security and keeping germs away. You're still going to be spreading germs even with gloves. You're just protecting your hands. The list also mentioned do not go shopping if you're feeling ill or under the weather. Many times people may have the virus and not even know because they don't have any symptoms at all. So if you don't have to go out, please do not. Bring a face cover with you. If you don't have the regular surgical type mask, you can use a folded handkerchief or even a scarf to cover your nose and mouth. It lessens the chance of spreading germs. If you don't have one available, make sure you cover your nose and mouth fully with the crook of your elbow if you cough or sneeze. Just coughing into the inside of your elbow. Keep your hands clean, wash often, and sanitize your hands before you enter the store and before you put your hands back on the steering wheel. Because we know the areas that are touched most often are handles. Even the keypad that you use for at the grocery store to pay, that's been touched by hundreds of people. So you may have to bring your own. Most grocery stores will have that hand sanitizer or wipes available for you to wipe the handle down on the cart. But keep a little, let's say, mini travel size with you just in case they run out. And like I said earlier, wearing latex gloves or any type of gloves may give you a false sense of security. They can keep your hands clean, but they'll spread germs just as easily if you aren't careful about what you touch. Bring a disinfectant wipe with you and wipe down the cart handle before shopping. Only touch items you plan on buying. Remember what your mom used to say, look but don't touch. My mom would also give us a little pinch on the arm if we're in the grocery store grabbing at everything we wanted, especially on the cereal aisle. Oh, I want this one, I want this. Or a toy store. Can I have this? And she would always say, look, but don't touch. Adhere to the directions stores use for one-way aisle shopping and be patient with the person in front of you. Try to refrain from passing them in the aisle. Maintain 6 feet of distance between you and the other shoppers throughout the store. Stand 6 feet, the length of 2 shopping carts, away from the person in line at the checkout in front of you. Don't hoard goods. Supply cannot keep up with excessive demand, but if we purchase normal use quantities, there will remain plenty for everyone to go around. We want to make sure we share. If you normally just use one big pack of toilet tissue and paper towels and hand sanitizer and hand wash, get what you normally would use. Therefore, to be enough for others. It reminds me of the buffet line at a restaurant. Only get what you can eat at that time. If you want more, you can go back, but not until everyone has gotten their share. Pay for goods with the credit card instead of exchanging cash. The card can be wiped clean, but the money can't. And normally we'll have more than one bill that we're paying with instead of one card. Be patient. Expect lines at checkout. The most important thing is to be patient, kind, and courteous with everyone around you. Tensions are high. This is a tough time for everyone, but we're in this together, and we must all work together to ensure a safe environment for everyone. Protect yourself, but also remember to protect those around you from the germs you may be carrying. I know we don't want to think about us having germs ourselves, but you may be carrying germs and might not even know it. If we all adopt this new shopping etiquette, we can help stop the spread of this dangerous virus and keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. And we can get back to shopping in person, because I know when I shop, I want to try on and feel and see the fit of that new cute dress I like. I recently ordered a couple dresses online that looked great on the model in the picture. But then when I got them home, they didn't fit quite as nice as I wanted them to. So I can't wait to get back to that normal shopping in person and finding those great deals that won't be advertised online. Happy shopping, everyone, and wash those hands. Thank you for listening to Normal to Formal Podcast today. Please join me next Monday for another episode on Apple Podcasts, Spreaker.com, and many other podcast platforms. Please subscribe, comment, and share. Follow me at Mrs. Tia Young on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and at Mrs. Manners on LinkedIn and TikTok. I just started a TikTok account and have posted 2 short videos of me wearing my daughter's artwork that was created into wearable art. Take a look and let me know what you think. It's at Mrs. Manners. I can also be reached on my website, tiayoungimage.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.